Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Tracy Pansy, and of course I'm with my lovely husband Dennis Duke Uganda, and you are watching the Duke's Farm.
But something interesting today, we are not at the Duke's Farm, we are at MLinza Farm. Now MLinza Farm is owned by a couple of people, as we have been told, but one of the persons behind the MLinza Farm is none other than Carol Zawede. Today we're going to have a chat with Carol Zawede to tell us what exactly it takes to have a mixed farm, and what are the challenges, but also what are the benefits of having a mixed farm. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MLinza Farm. See you shortly. So this is MLinza Farm, owned by Carol and her husband. It's a mixed farm composed of a couple of enterprises. She has goats, she does rabbit farming, she does bananas, she does ducks, she has turkeys, she has guinea pigs, she has chickens. She has a couple of things that if somebody visited today, they would definitely have something to learn from her and her experience as a farmer. And today we want Carol to tell us a couple of things. One is how to manage a farm, but also the aspect of managing a mixed farm, to be specific. So Carol, thank you so much for hosting us here at MLinza Farm. I know MLinza Farm does a couple of things, but people want to hear it from the horse's mouth. First of all, are you really Carol Zawede, the mighty Carol Zawede that we see online?
Duke, you are very welcome here today. I'm happy to have you guys here today. Yes, this is Carol Zawede, CEO MLinza Farms. I'm happy to host you here today. Yes, this is MLinza Farms. We are at our demo farm located in Zirobwe, Wabitungulu, though we have a main farm in Chihuahua district.
Okay.
Yes.
Briefly take us through, how did MLinza Farm come into existence?
MLinza Farms came into existence now 3 years back. We started as goat farmers here in Luero, but because of production and multiplication in the number of goats, we saw Luero wasn't enough because of the big size of the area. We transferred production of the goats to Chihuahua. Then we left Zirobwe for demonstration. Yes.
So this is literally a demonstration farm?
Yeah, this is a demonstration farm we are hosting you guys today. Okay,
so I want us to understand, when does the idea of farming come into play?
I was introduced to farming by my husband. Yes, my co-director in MLinza Farms, Mr. Mlindo Eric. He was a small goat farmer by then. Before I came in, I found him with a small number of goats. So as I came in, I put on a human touch on the farm. You know what I mean? Yes. We branded the farm. So we have been growing day by day for the past 3 years. Now we are here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What motivates you to run every day? Like, every day that I see you, every day that I check you out, you have the same energy like a day after. Like, in fact, the energy continues. What motivates you?
You know, the most interesting thing about farming, you are seeing something grow. I'll give you an example of your child at home. Every time you're looking at him or her, you know, the energy just grows up, and, you know, so same applies to the farm. Every time you see a progress, every time you see, actually even when you get a challenge here, you're always pushing harder to overcome it, to see how things go right. So with farming growing, I think it's a must. Okay. If you're a farmer and you have not grown day by day, check yourself, there's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take us briefly, how did you get the idea, okay, we want to start up a mixed farm? Very many people out there fear starting up a mixed farm for so many reasons.
Yes.
Can you tell us how, first of all, how does one start up a mixed farm?
For us to have a mixed farm, it came as an experience I had when I was multiplying the number of goats. You know, being a commercial goat farmer, at least you should have at least 200 breeders, of which for a starter and a youth starter is very difficult to achieve at a go. So during the cost to achieve, there are always expenses, constant expenses, the salary, the treatment, the feeding, you know, the supplements. So with that, I saw that I will need to have something that brings in income before goats, you know. I thought about chicken, I introduced chicken. I thought about rabbits, because with this, you need to have mid-term, short-term income things, mid-term income things, and then long-term, of which goats are taken to be long-term, you know. So with that kind of thinking, that's how we got into a mixed farm.
Okay.
Yes.
Briefly, take us through, let's understand, how is it like managing a mixed farm?
For us, managing a mixed farm here has not been that difficult. Reason we have been introducing each and everything one by one, and after overthinking about it and over revising it, everything we have here, we have a reason as to why we added it on the list of what we are having here. Okay. So running it has been not difficult, and I could not say that it's so easy, but it's very manageable. Yes. Being that we decided this to be our demo farm, we wanted to bring out a clear picture for a person who has come here for training, for inspiration, for an idea, to see that besides goats, what else can I do besides goats? As I'm growing my numbers for the goats, for the number of breeders I'm supposed to have at the farm. Yes.
You make it seem to be so easy running a mixed farm, something that I've always had reservations for. Aren't there challenges?
There are challenges, because right now you'll be dealing with different birds, basically for us up we are having more birds in mixed farming. There are challenges, but as I say, they are manageable, you know. And the juicy thing with this is that you are always having some income coming in. So with that income, you always push harder, you know. You know what I mean?
Okay. If you could maybe break for us some of the challenges that somebody should, you know, get ready to face in case they choose to start a mixed farm.
A mixed farm, you know, it's like multitasking. When you're going to multitask something, of course you have to get full knowledge about each and everything. Before you start a mixed farm, first get knowledge about each and everything. There are always many items to mix, but I would advise at least to only have 3 at your farm. If you're doing more, make sure you can manage that. For us here, we're having more because we are showing you what you can pick. When you come here, we tell you you can manage like this a duck, manage like this a turkey or rabbit. So with all what you have, we can advise you to at least pick 3, what you can manage. Okay. So before you go in for a mixed farm, first know what will you manage. You know, we have the lazy farmers, we have those so passionate farmers. Know where is your side. If you are so passionate, go in for what you want. If you feel you are lazy, go for something that don't need full attention, you know. So basically you need to know what you really can manage.
Okay.
Yes.
So from the beginning, I haven't captured this moment where I want to know how to start one. Like I just get money and then boom, I go into everything, or I introduce an aspect after another. I don't know. When you want to start a mixed farm.
Actually, a mixed farm, in most cases, comes itself. It's something that you even never see coming, but it keeps on driving itself. With mixed farming, you introduce one by one. This will help you study or get to know about the first thing you introduced before you introduce another. You know, with farming, remember we learn at work. So, and when you're learning either in profits or losses.
That's true.
Which in most cases you're learning in losses. So you have to be slow, one by one, till you can say that, no, I think this is enough for me. I can take only this. Okay. Yes.
So what are the steps that one should take before joining the mixed farm enterprise? The steps that one should take?
One, you should identify what you are. So in most cases, I always tell people, what are you passionate about? Yes, you want to be a farmer, but what do you always feel inside you that I think this, I need to be a farmer of this? You start with what you are very passionate about. Then from there, you can now look at what to maintain your farm. Start with what you are passionate about, then go to what you feel can sustain your farm. Then third one, what can bring out production quickly and quicker returns.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically when you're doing mixed farming, consider all the three. Then those three you are considering, make sure one is a short-term income, bringing out money quickly, maybe monthly or 2 monthly returns. Then mid-term, not more than 6 months. Then long-term, where we get the goats, the cows, maybe pineapples, lusuku, you know. Yes.
Okay. Having a mixed farm is something that somebody can do on a large scale. Talk about getting employers or rather employees on the farm, like those farm workers. I don't know. How is it like? Isn't it challenging? Handling too many people. First of all, how many do you have, and how is it like working with people?
Here we have 6 workers here, and of course, working and labor is one of the most challenging things, because we are dealing with people who are supposed to be told what to do. Most of them have not gone to school to know that they are respecting work or what, of which their work also doesn't require maybe a CV or what. Or can you work? Can you dig? You start off. So they always have that mentality that from here I can have another place to work in. Okay. So managing farm workers is somehow difficult. But there is only one way I've got to know where you can have workers doing what they're supposed to do. One is to set your limits, set your line. Let each and every worker coming at your farm, let him or her know the line you guys are operating in. With that, I think you can still have production. Because if you want to go, this worker wants this, the other one works with, you may end up not having production. Okay. But when you set your line, then you have set your bar, I think production goes on well. Okay.
There is something interesting that I like about you, and that's working with the youth. And it's something you've done quite exceptionally well as opposed to other farmers in this country. Briefly take us through that. Is it just something you do for, I don't know, why do you do it? Because not very many people are doing it.
Yeah, I'm a youth also. And I'm a girl, I'm a woman. I know what it means to be a woman, and especially here in my local community. I always cooperate with my local community, so I know basically what they go through. With that, I use my capability as a farmer to do what I can. By the way, every item you buy from MLinza Farm, 20% of its profit go to the community outreach. So that we designed that. Then also I've seen that I'm living today. Who will be there? Who will be your next Carol? So I'm always planning for my future. I'm not going to be this strong forever. So I'm planning as much as possible to set a new generation that is coming to challenge me in my old age. Yes, I'm not looking at being this. Then also I looked at, it's not good to have a poor community around you. You know, when you are the richest of the village, you are the witch. But when you show people what to do, how to get money, they get to know that, health is it's hard work. Okay. Yes. So with this, we have tried as much as possible to reach out to our people with the small we can, and also I cannot forget to thank the people who always come in for our charity. Okay. Yes.
Farming in Uganda is portrayed as something for the elderly. You're a youth, like you said, you're interested in the young people. Do you really think they'll pick it up? Because it's something that, it's for the dirty people. I mean, it's for the peasants. For me who went to school, why should I go into farming, really?
Actually, farming needs people like us. When you look at the statistics about food, we have the very fertile soils, but we cannot do the production. You know why? It's because the picture they have mapped already. if at all we are having youth like me in production, you just know the number of youth we are having here in Uganda and Africa at large. Just think that at least 3/4 of the youth is doing farming. Just look at the food production already. So the fact that I know that, I feel I'm on the right way. And I feel if I'm telling my next generation, do this, together we are going to change this.
Okay. What's your take-home message for anybody watching today, or a young man, young woman out there watching you right now?
One, farming is fun. You know, a word fun, people confuse it that you only have to be happy and what. You know, experience of bad and good is always more fun, you know. So, and it's manageable. People are always just scared to start. But when you visit us here, as Dennis did, you can get to know that you can start in either way.
So I think Caro Zawede has been able to entice you, a young man, a young lady, into becoming or joining the farming business. By the way, can farming be taken as employment?
Yes.
Or it's only the white-collar jobs that we are always fighting for in town?
Me, I'm a farmer.
Okay.
My passion, I'm a farmer.
Okay. So if Caro is actually proud being a farmer, you too can actually be proud being a farmer. As we wind up, what's your message to government?
First of all, I want to thank the Ugandan government for the encounters they have been making to trace to the youth, though most of them, I can count them unsuccessful yet. But as a goat farmer, I'll start as a goat farmer, I only plead for them for us to have better drugs on the market. Well,
you mean there are fake drugs on the market? Counterfeit products?
I don't know even where it passes, but please, that's the only gift you can give us towards our production. Let's have good vaccines on the market. Let's have good drugs on the market. Yes.
Okay. While it's very true that it starts with you or I, it is also very certain and very important for governments to actually take in these kind of, complaints that we get from farmers so that they can better the agriculture field. It's not a field for the peasant, it's a field that anybody can go for us to maintain food sustainability in the country. And ladies and gentlemen, from me and Caro Zawede here at MLinza Farm, it's a goodbye. I'm now going to meat testing. I don't know whether I should show you, but if time allows, I'll definitely show you. Goodbye.